Hey there, so I usually do gaming videos, but this video has been requested ever since I made the video on me cutting my bangs, so check that out if you want to see that hellhole. This video has two parts in one. Basically, the first part is hair growth and how I made my hair grow faster, and part two is how I keep my hair healthy, which I would argue is more important than growing faster. So let's start by showing you my hair. I've been growing my hair out since 5th grade and I'm in my 2nd year of college now, so you do the math on that one because I can't. I didn't get serious about growing my hair until I got into late middle school, and by the way, when I was in kindergarten, my mom decided it would be a great idea to cut my hair higher than my shoulders. So when I started growing it out in 5th grade, I had a lot of catching up to do. Now my hair is right at the bottom of my butt. So let's get on to part 1 on how I got my hair to grow faster. Number 1, I'm going to start you off with my most useful tip, and that is to try out Mane and Tail shampoo and conditioner. I used this for 1 month, and in that time I would say my hair grew 3 inches, which is 3 times faster than average. I don't know what is up with this shampoo and what it has in it or how it works so well, but by the way, it's for both horses and humans, so don't let the packaging worry you. This doesn't work forever as your scalp will eventually get used to it, but give it a try, give one bottle a try, and then switch to a different shampoo for a little while to give your head a break. Of course, this doesn't work for every single person, but I would say most people notice serious improvement in their hair growth. I personally don't use this after they change their formula, so your mileage may vary, but this was the first thing I used that gave me serious growth. Number 2, my second most useful tip, I won't spend too much time on because it's gotten pretty popular recently, but basically you want to increase the blood flow to your scalp so that way your follicles will be stimulated and make more hair. People usually do this with the inversion method, so go check out videos on that if you want to do that, but basically you flip your head upside down so all the blood starts flowing to your head, then you massage it and get your scalp all tingly and feely goody, and then it will grow faster. I didn't do this for too often because I was lazy, but for the couple of weeks that I did use this, I did notice some serious hair growth. Again, just like Mane and Tail, you can't use this forever as your scalp will eventually get used to it, but try it out for 1 week and then give your scalp a break. Number 3, let's talk about getting your hair cut or trimmed, or like, should you do it or should I not do it? And like, some people say that you should be trimming your hair all the time, and then other people say that you should never be trimming your hair. But basically, what I say is trim your hair whenever you get split ends or your ends are just generally damaged. I only get my hair trimmed about once a year, but that's mostly because I'm terrified of the hair salon. Most people recommend at least 2 times a year. It is a myth that cutting your hair will make your hair grow noticeably faster. I only ever trim my ends to keep the ends healthy, but if you watch the part 2 of this video, then hopefully you will overall keep your hair more healthy and not have to trim it as often. Number 4, real quick, my last tip on growth is to take vitamins. I use Nature's Bounty hair, nails, skin, whatever, but you can take any vitamins as long as it has biotin in it. This will not make your hair grow as quickly as Mane and Tail or the inversion method, but you can use vitamins for longer, and after a year of using it, you should notice an improvement. Just be patient and avoid stupid Instagram gummies and just go to your local grocery store. Now let's go on to part 2, how I keep my hair healthy. Like I said earlier, I would argue that this part is more important than just having your hair grow fast, because having hair that grows quickly is great and all, but if it's not healthy, then it's just going to fall out eventually anyways, and your ends are going to be thin. So number 1, let's get the obvious out of the way. Avoid heat and avoid bleach. I have never once dyed or bleached my hair 100% virgin, baby. I never blow dry my hair, I always let it air dry naturally, but if I have to style my bangs, then I will use a blow dryer, but on the lowest setting and only on this part of my hair, obviously. I never use a flat iron. Heat and bleach are by far the most damaging things you can do to your hair. Number 2, some of you may know this already and some of you may be freaked out, but only wash your hair once a week, or even less if you can manage it. And just shut up right now. I know some of you are already in the comments like, oh my god, I'm so oily, I could never do that. Listen, I have been excessively oily and sweaty my entire life, and even I managed to get it down to 1 day a week. The reason your scalp is so oily is because you wash it too much. When you wash your hair, you're stripping the oils away, which causes your scalp to overcompensate and produce a lot more oil. You have to slowly extend the amount of time that you take between washing your hair. So, for example, if you wash your hair every single day right now, then start washing it every other day. And then after a week or 2 of that, start washing it every 3rd day, and then after a week of that, start washing it once every 4 days, and on until you get to once every 7 days. I know how it feels. I used to wash my hair every single day for like the first 14 years of my life, and now I only wash my hair on Sundays, and my hair has been way easier to manage and overall healthier. Starting on Wednesdays or Thursdays, I start to use dry shampoo, which, by the way, if you have long hair and are excessively oily, then dry shampoo will be your best friend. Number 3, when you wash your hair, use as little shampoo as you can manage only on your scalp. Shampoo is made to strip out dirt and oils, which is great for having clean hair but not necessarily long-term healthy hair. And also, since it's designed to strip out oils and dirt, that is why you only want to use it on your scalp, because the rest of your hair does not naturally produce oil, so you don't need to be drying that out even more. The rest of your hair will get clean enough with the runoff shampoo and just plain water. And then, on the flip side, when you use conditioner, leave it in as long as possible. Conditioner is designed to bring moisture back into your hair, so my shower routine is like this. I get into the shower, I wash my hair, I get the shampoo in and out real quick, then I put an ungodly amount of conditioner on the rest of my hair, and then I leave that conditioner there for at least 10 minutes while I spend the rest of my shower soaping up and scrubbing the rest of my body. Washing out the conditioner is the very last thing that I do in my shower. And by the way, while we are talking about showers, let me introduce you to a silicone scalp scrub brush thing. It looks like this. It's great for fixing dandruff if you have that, because it essentially exfoliates your scalp, plus it feels like the best head massage ever, which will increase your blood flow and therefore make your hair grow faster. And number 4, my last biggest tip before we get onto the lightning round for keeping your hair healthy is to keep it in a protective style as much as possible. I have worn a side braid every single day for the past 10 years. Braids are great because they keep your hair together and they're less likely to get tangled, but also a low ponytail will work just as well. Well, not just as well, but it'll work. So if you're not trying to dress up and be fancy, just go ahead and put your hair in a protective style. And now, finally, it is time for the lightning round of all my remaining tips and tricks for healthy hair. Number 5, use the right brush for your hair. I use the wet brush. Well, this is Wet and Dry by Kala, but yeah, I don't care. Just use a brush that is made for wet hair because the bristles will be soft and flexible and less likely to yank out your hair if you come across a knot. Number 6, avoid high ponytails. This will put a lot of strain on your hair in the front because it has to hold up all that weight, therefore making it more likely to fall out. Number 7, try a hair mask. Number 8, don't scrub your hair with the towel after your shower. Just pat it dry and wait for it to air dry, because if you rub your hair with the towel, then you will just be causing unnecessary friction that can lead to split ends. Number 9, don't go crazy with oils and sprays and salon treatments and other products, because personally I have found that my hair likes it better the more natural it is. Don't get me wrong, don't be afraid to use oils every once in a while, but it should not be a daily or even a weekly thing. Having healthy hair is more about doing less of the damaging stuff, not about doing more stuff to your hair. Number 10, if you encounter a knot in your hair, pull the hairs horizontally until you can comb it through a little bit more, and then you might have to keep pulling horizontally on it until you can brush it all the way through. Never yank on a knot. Please like and comment if you enjoyed this, maybe even subscribe, even though I usually do gaming videos, not hair videos, but you will probably like those too. Love you. I never blow dry my hair, I always let it air dry naturally. Listen, I have been excessively oily and sweaty my entire life, and even I managed because if you rub it and you do all this, because if you rub your hair with the towel, then you will just be causing